Yeah, and I see new participants. Hi Suma, hi Trilok, hi Ziomi, hi Giri Siddesha. Good morning.
Good morning.
So going back to the slides again, I'll guide you guys how to do meditation. So once I explain how to do meditation in general, like maybe we'll do meditation for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll go back to our session. So first, like as I said, like Anapanasati is being with the breath, right? So like how to do this Anapanasati practice? It's very simple. Like whenever you have free time, like you can choose the place anywhere you want. So that's of your interest. So let us suppose I have chosen this room in my personal room. The first thing is the asana. So in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, he says one thing, Sthira Sukha Asana, which translates to English, I can say like comfortable position. So in meditation, there is no rule that you need to sit erect and all these things. It's okay to sit comfortably. So the first thing is sit comfortably, but the thing is you need to be stable in this position. As I said, sthira. Sthira means stable. So you need to sit in this. You should be able to sit in this position for a long time. So choose whatever comfortable position you have, and then sit comfortably. That's the first part. Once you sit, clasp your fingers. So what I mean by clasp your fingers. So this is what I meant. Like this is the mudra that we keep. As you can see here, this is like a normal clasping of our fingers. And the next part is crossing our legs. So when we sit on the, I mean, like on the ground itself, like we sit like this. As you can see here, like it's crossed. But when we sit on the chair, make sure that your legs are crossed. So it should be like this. Your right and left leg, it should be basically crossed. And the, of course, the last part, closing our eyes. So let me summarize again. So whenever we want to do, if we want to do meditation, first we sit comfortably, and then we clasp our fingers, and then we cross our legs, and then we close our eyes. Basically, if you observe here, basically we are just stabilizing our entire system and our entire body system. We're closing every mean where the energy is going out. So as you can see, we're not doing any. The first part is we're not doing any physical body movement. We're just sitting comfortably and we're not moving. And the second thing is we're closing our eyes, so we're not spending energy with our eyes too. So that's the second part. And then our meditation starts, observing our natural, normal, soft, easy breath. So this is how meditation is done. So maybe let's just do meditation right now. Let's do meditation for maybe 10 minutes. I'll guide you guys how to do this meditation. So wherever you are, uh, first sit comfortably. I hope you have guys have sit comfortable in your places. So the next step is clasping your fingers and keeping it on your lap. So just keep it on your lap. So clasp your fingers and keep it on your lap. And the next step is crossing our legs. So if you're sitting on ground, you can sit like normal in normal asana, like that you can cross your legs. And if you're sitting in a chair, make sure that your legs are crossed. And now close. And now slowly close your eyes. And whoever has specs, just remove your specs. We shouldn't keep specs during meditation. It's better not to keep spectacles when the energy is coming to us. So I have sit comfortably with my closed eyes, my legs crossed and my hands clasped. Just start observing your breath. As I said, meditation is all about emptying our mind. And here in Anapanasati, we don't control our thoughts, but rather we just observe our natural, normal breath. And where do we observe this breath? We can observe it in two places. We can observe at the tip of the nostrils, where we have the breath sensation, or you can observe this in and out breath at your stomach place, at your navel. So just observe what's happening in your breath. No thoughts whatsoever. And whenever you're in, if you're thinking some thoughts, just go back to your breath again. So we sit and just slowly observe our breath. And don't judge the breath. Just see how it is. In breath and out breath. Don't try to control your breath. Just let us observe our natural, normal,
మేము ఉండాలి పిలుస్తలేరా చంద్రాన్న
soft breath is.
నేను
Be with your breath, my dear friends. Be with your breath. If you're in thoughts, gently again come back to your breath. Meditation is all about emptying our mind. Just be with the breath. No thoughts whatsoever. Your breath is your guru. So be with your breath. Just witness the natural, normal, easy, soft breathing. The mind has to be with the breath. If the mind is not with the breath, the mind does not become empty. Simply observe your inflow and outflow of your breath, my dear friends. Anapanasati is very simple. Leave out all your tensions. Just be in this moment and observe your breath. Your breath is your guru. Let us sit with our guru. Just observe your natural breath. Last 2 minutes, do not open your eyes. Just be with your breath. Last 30 seconds. Slowly come back. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly open your eyes. So, how was meditation, guys? Uh, Before we start, let me just listen to you guys and then we proceed to the next slides. So, I want to listen from you guys. How was the meditation?
Good, good.
Okay. So, this is how we need to do the meditation. Just being with our breath, nothing else. And we are allowed to sit comfortably. There is no need of we sitting erect and all. So, the meditation practice, when it can be done, any time is good for meditation. So, it's up to you guys. So, whichever time is best for you guys in your schedule, choose that and you can do meditation at the time. And where to meditate? So even again say choosing a place is a matter of personal preference. So you can choose any place whichever is comfortable for you guys. And how long? So here we have a catch. So you must meditate for 1 minute for every year of your age. So let us suppose if my age is 24, I need to meditate minimum for 24 minutes and that two times a day, like for the best efficient practice. So minimum you need to meditate for the minutes of your age. So let us suppose if you are 50 years age, you need to meditate for 50 minutes. And for the efficient and faster results, try to do meditation two times a day. That's the suggestion from our mentor Patriji. So before going to the next slide, I think I didn't give my intro here. So before going to the session, like I'll just introduce myself. So my name is Ashish Vishnu. I'm an application engineer in Schneider Electric. So I'm based out of Bangalore. So I have started my meditation practice 1.5 year back, and I have seen a lot of transformation in my life. So that's when I joined this PYMA, Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa, where I have met people like myself who does meditation and teaches meditation to everyone. So this is just small intro of myself before we start before we go deeper into our session. So till now we have seen what is meditation. So now let's understand what is not meditation. So remember, guys, it's very important to know what is right and what is wrong. So that our basics are set up. So meditation is just being with a simple breath. It's not a prayer. It's not a worship. It's not doing bhajans. So as I said, remember what is the meditation slide. Meditation is all about emptying our mind. So in prayer, worship, or doing bhajans, we have our mind active. So this is not meditation. It's neither chanting nor visualization. So it's not mantra chanting and you shouldn't visualize some light or something. So it's not even that. It's not even contemplation that you need to think about something and you need to understand more about yourself. And meditation is not also about hatha yogic pranayama practices like holding your breath, all these things. Meditation is about being with our natural, normal, easy breath. So it's sukhamaya pranayama, not hatha yogic pranayama. So you need to have follow this simple practice in the meditation. So I hope you guys have understood what is meditation and what is not meditation till now. Like any questions so far? You didn't understand something, anything? You're free to ask questions. Or even you can share your thoughts, like how your meditation went if you want. Okay. I think everyone understood what is meditation and not. So let's go into the spiritual science of meditation. So as you all know, spirituality isn't science. It's not something woo that magic happens. So everything in spirituality is defined by logic, as how we have in this physical sciences. So even in meditation, we have a science that is called science of meditation. And in science of meditation, there are three laws. And when I meant science, gravity is for everyone, right? So science is for everyone. So when I say science of meditation, it's for everyone. It's not just like, I mean, it doesn't just mean that it only works for me. So whoever does this Anapanasati meditation, all these three laws apply to them. So science is science. So the first law, when we be with our normal nature breath, our mind becomes empty. So this is the first law of meditation. So whenever we try to be with the breath, like eventually the mind will become empty. I said eventually because it's not straight away. So the first time when you sit for meditation, you will have a lot of thoughts. So it is normal. It is very natural. So you need to just be consistent. That's it. So whenever you get time, like just be with the breath, sit for meditation. Eventually your mind will become empty and you will experience that emptiness of your mind. That's the first law. And the second law, so whenever the mind becomes empty, the cosmic energy enters inside. So this is the second law. So what is cosmic energy? So this cosmic energy has different names everywhere. Some call it prana, some call it chi. So it's up to you guys. But the name differs, but the energy is same. So whenever our mind becomes empty, the cosmic energy enters inside. As I said, mind is the barrier between our physical system and the cosmic energy. So whenever we be with our breath and our mind becomes empty, we get this abundant lot of cosmic energy, which is prana shakti. And whenever this cosmic energy enters inside, it basically energizes the body system. That's the second law, right? So whenever our body gets energized, eventually our inner higher senses get activated. That's the third law. So the first thing is being with the breath, making our mind empty. And the second thing is after making our mind empty, eventually, naturally, the cosmic energy will enter you. And once the cosmic energy enters inside, it will energize your body system and your higher senses get activated. So what I meant by higher senses here, so we are not merely this physical body. We are not just this mind, body, and intellect. We are much more than that. We are fundamentally souls, the consciousness itself. So when I meant higher senses, I meant telepathy, third eye, intuition. So basically, all these capabilities of your soul, whatever you have, all these higher senses will get activated. And one more thing, as I said, this is a science. This can be explored by everyone. So go and experiment. So what you need to do, go and try to do meditation so that you yourself can experience all these things. You don't need to believe what I'm telling. So you can just take this as a normal something that you have heard from someone and go and try experiment this thing. So this is the three laws of meditation. So whoever does meditation, being be with their breath, their mind will eventually become empty. And when their mind becomes empty, a lot of cosmic energy will enter the system. And when this happens, like their higher senses get activated and they become close with their inner self. So that is the science of meditation. So why I need to meditate? So we have this question, right? Like from a lot of people that why we need to meditate. So let's just see what are the benefits of meditation. So the first thing is diseases get healed speedily. So what I meant, diseases get healed speedily. So as I said, like when this cosmic energy enters your body, so what's the first thing it will do? It will basically try to clean out your all of your nadis, basically your energy systems in your body. So all these diseases, which whatever that you anyone have, all these are stored in your nadis as karmas. So basically, meditation heals you because it has the abundant cosmic energy that is entering your system. So I personally have seen a lot of people in PCSM who has even healed their cancer. So there are lakhs and lakhs of meditators in PSSM who heal themselves, like BP, sugar, migraine. or whatever it is. Like, so basically, I have seen a lot and lot of people in PCSM who heal themselves. So you can heal yourself. No need to go to doctor. So try, but try experiment. No need to believe. So what I'm telling here, just take this as a point. Go and try, experiment. Only then decide what you believe. Second thing, memory power becomes increased. I think this everyone knows that when we do meditation, our mind become if our brain becomes efficient. So I have further slides for this, like how this memory power becomes increased. So let's see that in our further slides. And then wasteful habits die a natural death. So a lot of people like we have a lot of addictions, right? Like we see a lot of we have a lot of screen time. Sometimes we have a lot of uh, overeating or something like this. So all these habits, like this will have a natural death. Like you will naturally stop these habits when you do the consistent meditation. And what's the next one? Mind stays in a peaceful and joyful state. I think this is one of the main thing that why we need to meditate. So as you all see here, spirituality is all about living life fully. It's not going somewhere else or rigid practices. It's but simple being in our life fully. And to be and experience this life fully, we need to have this mind stay very peaceful. When we are stressed or something, like that's not the way how we experience our life, right? Only when our mind is peaceful and in joyful state, it can perceive the life as it is, not the thing that how your mind makes it up. And the next thing, work gets done with greater efficiency. So as I said, like you will have a lot of cosmic energy that is entering your system. So you will naturally become more and more efficient and you will be more focused, by which like the work gets done very faster. So I have seen this in my work when I'm basically I'm an application engineer, right? So when I'm in my work, I can see the difference when I meditate and when I not meditate. Uh, Maybe I'll share my journey later if you have time. So let me go to the next slide. Sleep time requirements get reduced. So as Patriji says, like 30 minutes of meditation, deep meditation is equal to 3 hours of sleep. So when I meant 30 minutes of meditation, that should be the empty state of your mind. As a lot of prana energy, the cosmic energy enters the system, the dependency on your sleep gets reduced. And the next thing, relationships become more qualitative. The spiritual wisdom that you achieve with this meditation will help you be more aware and more mindful in your relationships. And you'll have all the spiritual wisdom by which you can handle all of your relationships. The next one is the willpower. So, as you all know, like once your mind is focused and you're not having this wandering of thoughts, you'll be very focused. And whatever you try to achieve to, basically, with the willpower of this, you can basically achieve anything. And the ability to discern right or wrong. So I think this is an very important point again here. You need to know what is right, what is wrong, what is right food for me, what is not right food for me, what is the right practice of living, what is the wrong practice of living. So all these things, the ability to judge what is right and what is wrong, this will eventually come to you guys when you meditate regularly. And the last one, very very important, the purpose of life is thoroughly understood. So I think a lot of our IT professionals at least feel that why I'm doing this job, if I'm not wrong. So for every soul that we take and every incarnation that we take, that's the purpose of life. That why we have come here and have why we're experiencing this life. There is a purpose behind it. So when you meditate, you will understand what is the purpose of your life. Naturally, it will come to you, and I think you will have all the happiness that you want in your life when you have the purpose. So these are some of the benefits of meditation. There are n number of benefits of meditation. I just listed 10, which we can discuss right now. So I hope you guys have understood the benefits of meditation. So when you start the meditation and you're doing it for the initial stages, there are some 7 types of experiences that you can experience when you're doing this consistently in your life. So the first thing is a feeling of lightness in the physical body. I think this you might have already felt in this today's session. We can't tell. Like, I think a lot of you guys might have felt very peaceful and very lightful. And sometimes there will be a feeling of heaviness also in some of the body parts or in the entire body. And some may see colors, one or more of them. And some may feel pain. like especially in the lower back region. It's absolutely fine. Like if you're basically feeling pain in the meditation, it's basically meant that you're getting healed. So it's very okay to feel pain in the meditation. Just observe the pain. That's it. A whirling sensation from within that you will feel just that you're rotating. So even some people have these kind of experiences, and some may have experiences like floating in the air, like flying like a bird, and some may have visions like they can see natural sceneries, they can see places, they can see deities, gurus. So these are called third eye visions. As I said before, once the cosmic energy enters your system and eventually your higher senses gets activated, so at that time you will have a lot of visions because your third eye is now activated. So you will know, you will basically, why you need to have third eye? You need to have third eye to perceive the truth, to see the things how it is, not how it is explained. So basically, if I say something, let me just give you an example. I may say this physical body is permanent, but this is not so, right? This you are able to understand because you have this intellectual mind, but not every truth is just can be understood by this intellectual mind. Sometimes you need some higher capabilities like this third eye, which can actually show the truth of yourself. So these are some of the preliminary experiences that you can experience. And there is one more catch. Some people won't even have experiences when they meditate, and it's absolutely fine. It's not mandatory that you need to have experiences. And there are n number of meditational experiences that can come. So I can even tell that the number of meditation experiences is equal to the number of people on our earth. So there are n number of meditational experiences, and it's okay to have all the experiences. You shouldn't judge your experiences. So these are some of the experiences that we have seen now. And I also want to break some of the misconceptions that we have. The first is the meditation is a religious practice. Yes, in some of the religions they have meditation, but yes, meditation is a spiritual science oriented subject, which is okay, which is a science for everyone. So it's not linked to any religion. It's more about science. So meditation is not a religious practice. And the second thing, meditation is about training the mind. No, it's absolutely not. It's all about transcending the mind. So what I mean by transcending, it's basically overcoming the mind. So it's not about training or controlling your mind. Meditation is not about that. And some people say meditation means instant peace, which is not so. Meditation can not be peaceful also because you're sitting for the first time. So it does not mean instant peace. And meditation makes you run away from reality. Absolutely not. It will basically make you more efficient to live your life fully. So meditation is all about making you understand the reality more, not making you run away from the reality. And meditation can be dangerous? Absolutely not. Meditation is a practice which is very safe. There is no negatives whatsoever. And some people think lotus posture is mandatory for meditation, which is absolutely not. As I said, you can sit comfortably as how you want. And the last thing, meditators wear different clothes and different ornaments. Absolutely not. Meditation, as I said, is all about living in the reality, being in the present. So it doesn't mean that you need to have different clothes and you need to belong to a different cult. It's all about being yourself. So these are some of the misconceptions that I just want to give heads up. So I hope you guys have understood what we have discussed till now. Let me see the time that we have. I think we have last 15 minutes. So I'll just closely explain the physical science like that we have for the meditation. So like as you all know, like the physical science have explained different type of sorry, different type of brain waves that we have. So before going to this brain wave, like what are these different states that we have? So as you all know, like our brain consists of different neurons, right? So all these communicate through electrical signals. So there is an instrument called EEG by which we can track all the electrical signals that is being processed in your mind, basically in your brain. So basically with this EEG that we have, like what they calculate, there are two things that they calculate. The first thing is the frequency, and the second thing is the amplitude. So what I mean by frequency here, as you can all see here, the number of waves that we have here, that is the frequency, and the height that you see here, like the length that we have between the start and the end, that is called amplitude. So there are two things. One is frequency, and the second thing is amplitude. So during a normal time, like when we try to go out and be with ourselves, like basically in our normal day-to-day lives, we'll be in our beta state where we are alert, where we're able to think. So this is called beta state. And in beta waves, we have frequency from 12 to 30 hertz. So this is the normal beta state that everyone is in. So the more thoughts and the more tensed you are, the more frequency it will be. So basically, whenever we try to meditate for the first time, it's a normal state in the meditation that everyone has, we'll easily go to the alpha state, which is 8 to 12 hertz. So as you can see here, the mind have become more relaxed in the alpha state. And if you have more, and if you have like trying meditation more and more, and if you're able to go deeper, you can even go to the theta states, which is 4 to 8 hertz, which is much more calmer. So as I said, like meditation is all about transcending the mind, right? So with the meditation, you can easily become more calmer. That's what science has proved till now. And as I said, like spiritual science is something which physical science is trying to prove now. So we are having a lot of white papers that is being come up recently on this meditation topic. So I have just taken few of these images so that I can understand how physical science is talking about this meditation. And as you can see here, the gamma waves is something uh, which happens during the peak experiences. So let us suppose if someone is having an accident, their entire senses will be activated. So they'll be in the gamma state. And in the beta state, basically means being in our normal day-to-day life. And the alpha and theta are the states that we be in when we are in meditation easily, or when we're in dream or something, basically in our sleep. And the delta waves is something which will be in the deep sleep. Basically, we can achieve this in the meditation too. This is called emptying our mind, right? So basically, you can even reach this delta state using the meditation. So I want to list out some of the brain activities that happens during meditation. So the first one is the increased activity in left prefrontal cortex. So what I meant here, so the left prefrontal cortex is the one who actually regulates our emotional systems. It will try to have the emotional balance. So basically, when the scientists when they try to basically unless these meditators who were they're trying on, they have observed that in their brains that left prefrontal cortex has become active. So basically, their emotional balance is becoming more. Basically, they're able to stabilize their emotions in meditation. And they also have seen that the right prefrontal cortex activity has reduced. And you know why? What right prefrontal cortex is? It's the place where we get this all these anxieties and fears. It's the source for a depression. So as I meant here, like the science has officially proved that meditation can make you more calmer and can make you more happier, taking you out from the depression and sadness. And the second thing is decreased activity in frontal cortex. So frontal cortex is something which our brain uses for all our day-to-day life. It's used for reasoning and planning. So even this frontal cortex become more calmer, and it's not at all used in the meditation. Decreased activity in partial lobe. So what is partial lobe? This is something which our brain uses to basically have this awareness of this time and space. So there will be decreased activity in this thing. So that's why whenever some meditators say like, okay, I didn't even felt that I have meditated for 1 hour. That's because there's a decreased activity in this partial lobe. And there's a decreased activity in thalamus also. So this is thalamus which actually takes our input from the senses and give it to our brain and keep it very aware. So even this thalamus will get uh, more into calmer state so that it's not being used. And the last thing that we have, the autonomous nervous system. So we have two types of nervous system. One is called sympathetic nervous system, and one is parasympathetic nervous system. So this sympathetic nervous system is something which is being used by our system, basically our brain, for the fight, flight, or freeze. So like you might have heard this for the first time, or like I'm not sure like if some of you have heard it this before. So the sympathetic nervous system is something which our system uses when there should be an absolute faster, quicker response. So let us suppose some accident happened and I need to respond immediately. The sympathetic nervous system should respond. And this is the place where anxiety, anger, all this comes from. So what they have observed in meditation is that the sympathetic nervous system, which is being active in our all day-to-day lives, and before going to that, I want to tell one more point. It's as you all we have seen in our lives, we actually try to react than respond. So even that is coming from this sympathetic nervous system because we're trying to being reacting rather than responding. So this is because of the sympathetic nervous system. So it's absolutely okay not to react every time, right? Like so let us suppose I'm in some meeting and I'm having fear to speak. Like why I'm feeling this. There's an absolute anxiety that I feel right when someone is asked me to go and answer. This is coming from the sympathetic nervous system, and it's not needed every time. It's only needed when there is an absolute need, like then when we're in some emergency and critical situations. So meditation helps you go from basically try to have that emotional balance and try to have control over the sympathetic nervous system. And they in this research that the scientists have conducted, they also have identified that our parasympathetic nervous system that we have, it's trying to be more active in meditation. So what this one does, it's basically regulate your entire system and this parasympathetic nervous system. So when we actually sit with ourselves and meditate more, our entire body is basically healing its own on its own. This is what scientists have proved on this research on the meditation and brain activity. So I just wanted to say that like meditation is absolutely scientifically proven thing. It's not something woo-woo that you need to believe that it's some mystic or something. So as we are approaching last 5 minutes, like I just want to explain this thing. Meditation boosters. So as you all know that you have tried meditation now, there are some ways which actually there are some practices which can make your meditation more better. The first is the pyramid energy. So pyramid is an construction or a geometrical structure which holds the cosmic energy. As I said, meditation, when you become empty, you get this cosmic energy, right? So pyramid is an instrument or a structure which actually holds this cosmic energy because of its geometry. So again, it's a scientifically proven thing. I think we have sessions on pyramid energy too that are being come up. So you can explore on this pyramid energy. And the second thing is group meditation is absolutely better than individual meditation. That's because there'll be a lot of people, and there are some people who actually can go into the deeper states, because of which you can also have that uh, group consciousness shared, and you can also have that experience of that energy. And the next thing, full moon and no moon days. So absolutely any moon day, like so whenever there is some special activity on the moon, you need to use that time because like at that time there will be a lot of cosmic energy in this earth plane so that you can the meditation will be more and more easier. So try to use lunar eclipse and solar eclipse energies too. And the last one is crystals. So crystals are called energy amplifiers. So you can even use crystals to basically enhance your meditation. So these are some of the meditation boosters. So these are some of the book suggestions from my end. So maybe you can take screenshot of this and you can go and explore about these books. The first one is Uncommon Truth and Dhyana Sadhana by Brahmarshi Patriji. And then we have Message from 40 Masters by one of the PCSM Masters. And then we have Thousand Streets of Joy by Ananda Karesh. All these books are available in Amazon itself. So you can try actually reading out these books so that you can explore more about all these sciences. So what is the task for you guys? I don't want to leave you guys empty. The first thing is meditate for 41 days consistently. So as I said, when you try to explore this meditation, it's absolutely essential to at least meditate for 41 days so that you can actually experience what meditation is and what it is. That's the first point. Second thing, in PCSM, we have two other pillars apart from meditation. That is Swadhyaya and Sajjana Sangatya. Swadhyaya means reading books, and Sajjana Sangatya is basically going out and talking to the people who are basically meditating so that you can have this experience shared. So the first thing is meditate for 41 days. Second thing is choose a book and read it for this 41 days. And third one is Sajjana Sangatya. Try to connect to more people and try to listen to their experiences. And ending this with a quote be a master. So there is no guru here in PSSM. Your breath is your own guru. So you need to be a master of your own. So no one will come and guide you. So you need to go and explore this on your own. So be a master and try to explore the science of meditation. Thank you. So maybe we'll go to the Q&A now. Let me just stop sharing my screen.
Thank you, Vishnu. It was a wonderful session, actually.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the feedback. And anyone have any question? Like anything you didn't understand or anything you want to know more deeper?
So can you go to the third slide? I had some questions over there. Third slide.
Okay. Let me share my screen. You mentioned third slide, right?
Yeah, second or third slide, I believe.
Okay, this one. What is meditation?
No, next one. No,
Anapanasati, how to do
no, after
meditation.
this, after this, after this, after this.
Okay.
I think
No, next one. Yeah, probably this one. The benefits of meditation, laws of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So this next one, next one, next one. Go to the next one. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here, so mind stays work done gets like this here. Work gets done with greater efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Memory power becomes increased.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're doing meditation, like what I see is like what I've observed last like yesterday and today is like
Mm-hmm.
by the time you end meditation, you breathe, you concentrate more on breathing, and there
Mm-hmm.
are a lot of thoughts which come in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
what do you do?
Hmm.
Like
No, that's actually absolutely normal because when I sat for meditation for the first time, I experienced this for maybe more than 30 days. So that's why I mentioned that you need to meditate minimum for 41 days. And that is also happening for a reason. That's why you're getting more thoughts because you're sitting for the first time and you're trying to listen to your mind. And your mind is like, bro, listen this. I have this many things that you, which are happening in this mind. Basically, you're trying to listen to your mind first time. That's the reason why you're getting more and more thoughts, and it's absolutely normal. So try to meditate for 41 days consistently, so that
uh,
like in this entire consistent practice, you will achieve that emptiness easily.
okay. Can you go to the next slide? The thalamus and all you were telling something about the brain and all.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, this one like here, you're
Hmm.
telling that the decreased activity in thalamus and reticular formation. Like
Hmm.
how does it work? You sit and then meditate and then because like you concentrate on breath. So
Hmm.
if somebody has got like breath problem, like breathing problem, if
Hmm.
just sit and then just if you just sit, how does it help?
Hmm. So that's what I said, right? Like, this is there are two things for this. The first thing is the spiritual science for this meditation, and the second thing is physical science. So I have shared this slide so that I want to let you guys know like what physical science perception of the meditation is. So basically, physical science has already proved that brain activity becomes like this when you do meditation, and this is not just the case. Like there are much more advantages which science is yet to prove, and spiritual science is already telling that it's the dhyana, the meditation is more advanced. And you asked right like how they have came to conclusions that there is a decreased activity in thalamus, all these things. So these are some of the there are some spirituals, there are some scientists in the Western world, basically the US, who has taken some Tibetan monks, basically these Buddhist monks who practice Anapanasati, and they have tried to see what happened to their brains when they meditate. So they have kept their own, they have their own instruments which they have kept, and they have taken some monks who actually have practiced meditation. So they're not doing meditation for the first time, right? So they have practicing meditation for some of the consistent time. So they have taken them and seen what's actually happening in the brain. So there's an even one interesting story here. Like when some of the when some of the scientists was trying to assess this on a Tibetan monk, at the end he was able to tell, "Oh, yeah, you're actually meditating because I can see all these changes in your brain." And then the Tibetan monk was like, uh, "Actually, it's the reverse. That physical science is trying to prove what actually meditation can do." So that's I think that would be an answer from my end.
Yeah, thank you, Shin.
Yeah, thank you. So any more questions? Yeah, feel free to share your thoughts. So you can share anything what you have felt, Any queries, anything? And I take a moment here to thank Kalyani because she has invited all of you guys to know about meditation. And I even thank you guys to take for taking this time to basically make yourself better.
Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you, Kalyani, for hosting this session.
So nice. Okay, is it possible to share your experience, Vishnu?
Yeah, I think we're already out of time. Yeah, is it okay if I share my experiences? Yeah, maybe I'll come in the further sessions that we have. So maybe I can share my experience any day. And for your information, guys, even I'm in IT. I'm a senior application engineer at Schneider Electric. I'm in Kundanahalli. Yeah, I think no one has any questions. So maybe we can wind up the session then.
If you have any questions, please.
Questions.
Okay then. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishnu.
So much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.